Hey YouTube, Ultra Magnum here, and today we're taking a look at Generation Toy Red Bull, which is best described, I think, as a masterpiece version of what Sideswipe could have looked like had he been in Beast Wars. If you're new to my channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and here we go. In terms of accessories, it's quite generous actually, given the price points. You have a blaster, which is white plastic at the front and then a silver paint at the back. It's really nicely sculpted actually. There's quite a bit of detail on there and the nice touch of the bullhorn on the back there. You've got silver pile drivers. These are silver paint on plastic and they're really quite well sculpted. They're hollow at the back, but they are nice at the front. And the sort of flat pile drivers, if you like, these are just plain black plastic with a bit of detail sculpted in there. The blaster holds in a standard masterpiece tab on the inside of the hand, and he holds beautifully, no issues. For the pile drivers, these clip into the front of the wrist there. Once you roll the hand back into the arm, just tabs in there. These hold in beautifully as well, both sides, both pile driver types. In terms of the shoulder cannon, it's fixed. You can kind of rotate it around and things like that. But an interesting feature is that it lights up, which is a real bonus point for me. I like that. So I can't find a single flaw with the accessories. 10 out of 10. For the head, it's on a swivel and will go all the way around, no issues. And it's also on a hinge for the up and down. It's got a good range up and a decent down, but on my copy it's quite loose, so it won't actually hold up, it will just flop forward, so that's really irritating. The arms are on a full 360 this way around, and in terms of the up, the shoulder will get you to there, but then there is another joint on the inside of the arm which will allow you to fully extend, so that's good. The bicep swivel is there, and that's excellent. The elbow will only go to 90 degrees, and that's as far as it goes, so that's a bit of a shame. And also there are these two tabs which you kind of have to rock the forearm past when you're moving it forward, so just be careful of those. The fists are, you can swivel all the way around. The fingers are all fused together, so that's just one homogeneous lump of hand, and there is a thumb joint as well, which allows you to get the blaster in. For the waist, it is a full swivel all the way around, and it's a full ab crunch, so that's really good. The legs are a mixed bag. The forward is like full can-can and will go all the way up, as it were. Backwards, it will go to there, and that's it. The back of the leg just collides with the back of the hip there and won't let you go any further. The knees are on a ratchet and have a good range, nearly all the way back, and there's a little bit of give in the top of the lower leg there as well. For the feet, they have an excellent rocker to the side and decent rocker to the back, and a little tiny bit to the front, not much. You can kind of manipulate it a bit with the toe there. So yeah, so it's a strange one. It's got really good points, and the points it does well, it does really well, but then it's got some frustrations. So 6 out of 10. If we start with the paint, most of the figure is actually coloured plastic, so the red, the white and the black, and the only paint is on the kind of detail, so the silvers and the gold and this nice kind of, I don't know what that colour is, but it looks good. So it's not massively painted, but where it is painted, it is really exceptionally well applied, and there's not a blemish in sight, so it's a top-notch quality job in that respect, and it just makes the figure pop, to be honest. Interestingly actually, so these bits on the arms, I think these were supposed to be silver according to the box art, but they're not on the figure. Sculpt wise, there is detail everywhere, so it's really well sculpted. Some of it's kind of like hang up from the transformation, you know, the bits of detail that pop out, but most of it is actually just, you know, it's intentional for the look. You've got bits on the legs, on the arms. The gun is really well done, the shoulder cannon. The face sculpt is pretty much Sideswipe masterpiece, the original one. It's really well done, looks good. I don't think it's 100% accurate to the G1, but this isn't what that's supposed to be. So it's well done. It looks good. Quality wise, the build is very good and everything fits together very well. The plastic is solid, it doesn't feel flimsy or anything like that. However, the overall feel of the figure is quite light. It doesn't have much heft, and when you combine that with some of the kind of design choices, if you like, it has an almost unmasterpiece feel to it. So like the arm, the leg I should say, hanging off the underside of the arm, this bit sticking out here on the side, the animal feet at the bottom there, the hollowness of the paw kind of poking out this way, and the sort of real gappiness around the neck there is quite hollow looking. It's just got an unfinished feel to it for what I think is supposed to be a masterpiece figure. If it's not, if it's something less than that, then fine, it's like really good. It's like a really good quality Voyager kind of model, something like that. But it's not to masterpiece standard, in my opinion. So final score on quality, 6 out of 10. In terms of scale, I'm not going to score it because I don't have anything comparable from the Beast Wars collection, and it's not really trying to do anything, this figure, in terms of standard kind of G1 masterpieces or anything like that. But here he is next to Op Leader, just for reference, so you can see the size. So he's a decent size. He's about the same as a Carbot, something like that. And I think he's probably about equivalent with the original G1 Sideswipe masterpiece. So there you go. Okay, here we go. So in terms of transformation and engineering, if we talk about the engineering first, it's really well designed. The transformation works, everything tabs in where it should. There's no tight clearances or poor tolerances or anything like that. So the transformation is really well designed. The engineering supports it, and the quality of the plastic and the pin joints and all of those kind of things, good stuff, really good stuff. What stands out actually is it's quite a fun transformation, to be honest. It's a fun figure to transform. It doesn't take long, it's intuitive, things work. So yeah, I'm really happy with it in that respect. I think my only criticism would be, and it's a minor point, but I have to point it out, is just some of the rotations and twisty bits and things like that. You kind of have to fiddle around it a little bit to get things where they need to be. There's a lot of moving parts for quite a small, compact transformation. So, but overall, good. 9 out of 10. In terms of alt mode, if we do the articulation kind of bits first, I suppose. So all of the legs move. You even get little elbow joints on the paws and things like that. So nice little touches means you can just have it in different poses and things. The tail's all fully articulated. The cannon does move up and down a little bit. You can untab it for an even more range. The neck does move up and down, and it kind of goes into the chest there, which is good. You've got the horns. You can move these up and down and around, and also the mouth does open, and everything moves that should move. So that's really good given the alt mode. I think my and overall it does look good, but I do have some buts for this, because in terms of cleanup, it has the unfinished kind of feel that was present in the bot mode. There's just too many kind of exposed bits that give it away as, you know. So okay, it's supposed to be a mechanical robotic bull, so it's going to look not like a bull but like a robot version of one. But there's just visible bot, if you like, down the side here. It just looks like legs that have been folded over and stuck into the bottom section there. It's got a boxy kind of feel to it as well, and there's some of this gappiness down here. These hinges, these chest pieces aren't. It'd be nice if they kind of clip together properly, but they don't seem to want to. So yeah, it's just got a little bit of an unfinished feel to it in the same way that the bot mode has. But having said that, it is a fun kind of figure. Alt mode, 7 out of 10. So there we have it. Adding it all together, he gets a final score of 7.6 out of 10. And I think probably a theme that runs through this figure is that it's fun more than masterpiece. So it's got really fantastic accessories. The light up feature on the shoulder cannon, I like that. It's a fun transformation. It's fun to kind of muck around with as a figure, but it doesn't have that masterpiece feel. It's got decent posability. There's some good points, but some kind of niggly bits. It's got a decent quality, but it doesn't have that finished masterpiece kind of feel to it. And the alt mode is fun, but it's a little clunky. So overall, I can recommend it as a good figure, but I'm not quite sure where this would fit into a collection. If you're into Beast Wars, probably you could get this and it would add something to the shelf, I guess, but it's not really a canon character, so it's not something that people are going to be clamoring for. I think where this figure would fit in is it's just a kind of fun transformer to pick up. You know, we've got a bit of a drought at the moment with all of the issues that are going on, so this is something you could get and have fun with. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and bye for now.